Was it a mistake, starting over in northern Sweden? That's a question we've asked ourselves more than once. When you see the highlights, swimming in a crystal clear lakes, dipping into freezing water, standing up on a subboard under the endless skies, it looks like a dream. And sometimes it truly is. But dreams don't show the full story. Because behind the drone shots and the peaceful landscapes, there were frozen pipes at minus 30 degrees. A fire that made part of our home unlivable. A car accident, losing our cat. Hospital visits. Moments that tested us more than we ever expected. So the question is fair. Was this a mistake? For those who don't know us yet, hey, we are Niels and Nicole, and in 2022 we left everything behind in the Netherlands and moved to northern Sweden. We packed up our lives into a van, said goodbye to friends and family and drove 24 hours towards something we believed in, but couldn't fully predict. We built a life in the Netherlands, worked demanding jobs, traveled the world, and on paper everything looked stable, safe and comfortable. But somewhere along the way, comfort stopped feeling like growth. We wanted space, more time together, seasons that actually change, a slower life. Sweden wasn't part of some long master plan. It started with one trip, snow, silence, nature, and something inside us shifted. Fast forward to 2022, and there we were, living in northern Sweden. The first year here was intense, renovating, learning the language, starting a B&B with zero experience, becoming parents, figuring out how to survive winter that dropped to minus 30 degrees. It was exciting, overwhelming, beautiful, exhausting, all at once. Before Logan was born, it was just the two of us trying to build something from scratch, in a country that wasn't ours, yet somehow felt like home. We learned fast, sometimes the hard way. And through every high and every low, one thing became clear. Starting over doesn't just change your location, it changes you. And if we're being completely honest, there were moments we questioned everything. Not just the house, not just the winter, but the decision itself. Because starting over sounds romantic. Until you're in the middle of it, when things break, when plans fall apart, when you feel far away from everything familiar. But here's the thing, no one really tells you. Growth rarely feels comfortable while you're in it. Sweden didn't just give us beautiful views and quiet lakes. It forced us to become more resilient, more patient, more aware of what really matters. And somewhere between the chaos, the renovations, the long winters and the new beginnings, this place slowly became home. Life here now looks calm. You see the routines, the coffee in the morning, Logan playing outside, small jobs around the house. And in many ways, this is exactly what we hoped for. A slower rhythm, space, simplicity. But what you don't always see is that building a life in another country means figuring out almost everything yourself. There's no manual, no parents around the corner, no just dropping by at your sister's house. If something breaks, you fix it. If you don't understand a system, you learn it. And if you need help, you have to ask. And asking was something we had to learn. Because moving abroad sounds independent and brave. But sometimes it feels vulnerable. We underestimated how much mental energy it takes to constantly think ahead, to plan for winter, to make sure the heating works, to prevent the pipes from freezing, to stock up, maintain land, buildings, wood, animals. Freedom comes with responsibility. And that is something we didn't fully understand before we moved. The price for freedom is that there's no one else to blame. No landlord, no quick solution. Just you. We've had moments where we missed family more than we expected. Birthdays through screen, quick visits that always feel too short. That part doesn't get easier. But what surprised us, in the best way, is how quickly you can build a new circle when you open yourself up. We found people here who showed up, neighbors who help, friends who feel like family, a community that welcomed us in a way we didn't dare to hope for. And that changed everything. Because even though we chose this life, you cannot do life alone.
Gaat goed? Mooi.
Another thing we
Moet ik het lampje
underestimated,
uitdoen?
how much this place would change us. The silence forces you to think. The seasons teach you patience. Winter humbles you. And summer rewards you. Living here strips away the distraction. And what's left is very simple. Your relationship, your family, and your mindset. And when things go wrong, like they do sometimes, you feel it deeply. But when things go right, you feel that just as deeply too. And maybe that's the biggest shift for us. We stopped expecting it to be easy. In the beginning, we thought that once we've moved, once we found a house, once we settled in, it would feel done. But building a life doesn't have a finish line. There's always something to fix, something to improve, something to learn. And instead of fighting that, we slowly started accepting it. Some expectations turn it out different than we imagined. Winters are longer. Bureaucracy takes patience. And sometimes you wish someone else knew how your heating system works. But at the same time, we discovered strengths we didn't know we had. We become more practical, more solution-oriented, more calm in situations that used to stress us out. There's something about living this close to nature that teaches you to adapt instead of resist. The weather doesn't adjust to you. The seasons don't speed up for you. So you adjust. And that mindset slowly flows into everything else. So, was it a mistake? No, not even close. Because when you look at this, at the lake outside our door, at Logan growing up surrounded by nature and animals, at friends and family having a second home here, we know exactly why we chose this. The hard moments won't disappear. The winters are still cold. Things will still break. We will still have to figure things out. But all of that fades compared to what we have gained. Time together, real connection, space to breathe. We live closer to the seasons, closer to nature, and honestly, closer to ourselves. This place challenges us, but it also gives us a lot of peace. And maybe that's what building your own life really means. Not choosing the easiest path, but choosing the one that feels aligned. We didn't move here because it will be perfect. We moved because we wanted something different, something intentional. And every setback has made us stronger, more grateful and more aware. Aware of how little we actually need. Aware of how strong we are together. And aware that the life we were chasing isn't about perfection. It's about being present. It's about Logan running outside without screens. Long dinner with friends who feel like family. Quiet mornings where the only sound is the fire cracking. We don't take those things for granted anymore. Because right now, we value it differently. If you're watching this and you are standing at the edge of a decision, wondering if you should take the leap, just know this. There will never be zero risk. There never will be this perfect timing. But growth rarely happens inside comfort. For us, it wasn't a mistake. It was a risk, and it became our home. This is our life in Northern Sweden, and we're incredibly grateful to share it with you.